Ghost. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
On outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
Second and 6.
From 29. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready, set.
Out of the shotgun. Young. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Set.
Now Young escaping to his left. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. It's a gain of 49. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down.
First down, Tennessee.
Come on. Cut.
Here's Young to throw on the run to the right. Now he'll run it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Here's Walker to the 5-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him.
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown Titans. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Once again, it's Barkley. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it's going to lead to fourth down. Going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's Young. Moving left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 11. First down for Tennessee.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go. Young. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 21 on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Dart. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson, the former 1st-round pick, in there to bring him down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Brought in by Myers. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Here we go. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. A 2nd down throw for Young. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance here, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Rolling right. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to pick up a Titans 1st down. They convert style there. Big play on 4th and long.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
To throw, Young. Pushed out to his left. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
13 yards. And the Titans 1st down.
From the gun, it's Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, after the failures of the first and second down, you got to look now at your third down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. We are through one. It's the Titans out to the early lead. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. And this will pay off. It is caught. Harold Fanning. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Now we'll get a two-point try here as Young gets the offense lined up. They'll look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackman. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Here we go, Shaq.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Down the left sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25.
A 49-yard gain. And the Browns first down.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Exiting the pocket right. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Browns. That touchdown gives them 18 on the season. Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
The Browns will line up for the two.
Saquon going to try to run it in. And he will find the end zone. The two-point conversion added on. Now that deficit is only 4. After the touchdown, out is Bolt to kick this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Young. Forced out left. What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to tuck it and go. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Young. On the move left. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And good running on the return. That'll help him out. Has the ball right around the 45-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He's inside the 25. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Cleveland. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Browns go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now Young, flushed to his left. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be incomplete.
So this is what defenses want to do, Mike. They want to flush the quarterback to his non-dominant side. So here for this guy as a righty, they want to get him moving to his left to force these throws against his body. And it actually wasn't a bad ball. He's trying to give his guy a chance downfield, and they just can't connect. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
1st and 10. 4-yard line.
Yellow, 22.
To throw is Young. Forced out wide. He slings it over the middle, and it is caught. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Young. Forced out wide. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. 1st down for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
52 blaster. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Down.
Now Young. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Come on.
But the fullback trying to power it home. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Titans. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. Crazy. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Look at him go! inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Austin now to return this. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. On second down, Dart. He's got it at about the 8. And he's got another one. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Browns. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Now, folks, on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns are going to open up the lead to 8. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, set. Black, 95. Set.
On first and 10, here's Young. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Young to throw on first down. He fires it across his body over the middle, and it's complete. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
A gain of 26 yards.
First and 10.
Set.
Young. That one complete to A.T. Perry. Now timeout signal 4, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
Second and 1 at the 14.
A good spot here, second and a yard.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
Here's Young. Forced to his right. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Looking to keep a promising drive alive in his 3rd and a yard.
Set, hut. Blue, 32. Hut, hut.
To throw is Young. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Maris Leofau. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Ooh.
And they continue to lean on him in these short yardage, need-to-have-it situations, tough yards. He's been getting them over and over throughout the course of the game, and he picks up more than enough there on 3rd down.
On play action, it is Dart. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Dart. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Dart gonna keep this on his own read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and short. Here's Dart. That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
They'll go, and here's Dart. That's taken in, and they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jackson Dart, touchdown, Cleveland. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike. You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Austin now to return this. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Jackson Dart, touchdown, Browns. So he finds the space and breaks the plane for the touchdown. Greg, there are certain quarterbacks who just have a knack for that old school play.
That play call sheet gets a lot easier, Mike, when you have not only a quarterback, like you mentioned, who has a nose for the end zone, but an offensive line that can continue to get such a consistent push. You put those two things together, I think he should call it every single time he finds himself on the goal line. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Young to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Tennessee. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the 4th quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the 3rd quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Cleveland.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll.
Oh, making guys miss. And he's in. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Cleveland. Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On first down is Young. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That is brought in. And it'll be taken down at the 30.
A gain of 43 yards. And the Titans first down.
Back to throw. Young rolling to the left. He's going to try it here again. That is Hunt. What a throw. A.T. Perry. Touchdown Titans.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, beats the 6.
Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the fourth quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Let's go now.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Flush to his right. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And he's in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Browns.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. The return starts at the 13. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
To throw is Young. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if the...
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19.
Here's Barkley. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
He'll try to run for it.
So we're seeing teams around the league, Mike, that have these big mobile quarterbacks continue to activate them in these 3rd down situations. And really what it allows you to do, instead of your quarterback just simply handing it to someone else and playing with 10 players, in a sense, you really can use all 11 of your offensive players to generate an advantage, and it's very hard for these defenses to line up and stop.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Gain of a yard.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it here with Saquon. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
On the play fake, here's Dart. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
And with nothing open, he might have been better off just trying to see if he can make something happen with his legs, but the way this defense is flying around, I'm not sure there was a play to be made either way.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Headed left. Buying time. Now he takes off. And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. Folk's kick is good. And the Browns will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Throwing is Young. Moving to his left. He's going to look for the home run ball. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those plays where you either have to just eat it or you got to make a better decision on where you throw that ball, because you continue to throw the ball into these crowds, especially under pressure, you're going to turn the ball over, balls are going to get tipped up in the air, and bad things are going to happen. So fortunately for him, it winds up incomplete, but got to expect better decision-making as the game goes on.
On 3rd down, it's Rattler. And that is incomplete.
So here in the 2nd half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play. It stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Here's Young to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hopkinson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. To throw, Young. Moving to his right. He'll let one go down the middle. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
Well, it's late. You're losing. Things really haven't gone your way all day today, and there's really not much left to do other than to try to take some big shots downfield. That time, the coverage is really good and just falls incomplete.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Third and long.
Blue strike. Let's go now. Sit. Mega. Cut.
From the gun, it's Young. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll go. Young. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. First and 10 now from the 36. Here's Dart. Out to his right. Off he goes. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A play fake. Now Dart. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. The ball's deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Second and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. On first and 10, here's Young. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And he will score. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now we'll get a two-point try here as Young gets the offense lined up. Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's second down. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. On the run to the right. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And the Titans are going to take possession.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, it is Dart. Rolling right. He's going to look downfield once again. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Let's go. Wide, get wide. Route 80. Check go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Dart gonna hold on to it himself, and he will score again. Jackson Dart, touchdown, Browns. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. On play action, Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Young. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll air one out. That is hard. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 69 yards.
First and 10.
They'll go play action with Young. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
Let's go now.
On second down, Young. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. 3rd and long. Now, faking the give. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60. Check go.
Here we go. One final play. He'll go right back to Myers. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. And they were able to run up a big point total here, higher even than the 72 points put up by Washington in 1966. That was the previous record. They were able to surpass it in this one. An incredible record-setting offensive performance. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Oak. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a